Monster Energy PUBG Mobile hari ini. Kita ada 18 tim ni. 18 tim yang akan bermain hari ini. Wow, banyak 18 tim. Gila-gila. So last ni ada delay 3 minit. Jadi sebab dia tournament, kita tak delay lah. Kalau tak sekarang tercedok kita orang kan. Kalau kena sim snap kan. Jadi 3 minit ni okey lagi lah kan. Okey lagi lah kan. Hentam sajalah hentam sajalah. Tournament ni kita hentam sajalah. Apa nak jadilah kan. Hopefully hopefully tak teruk kan. Kita boleh menang lah kan. Kalau boleh menang ni kira gempok lah. Memang gempok lah kan. Kalau menang ni kira gempok lah kan. Lobby belum penuh lagi ni. Ada siapa 19 tim. Ada 18 tim. 19 JK Project. Oh, ada 19 tim tu. Tournament 19 tim, bos. Hentam sajalah labu. Hentam sajalah. 19 tim punya tournament. Adalah dekat page PUBG Mobile juga. Ada siapa-siapa yang tertanya-tanya. Dekat PUBG Mobile pun ada live. Dekat page Abang Ramin pun ada live. Tengah tunggu lobby jalan. Lepas tu kita gerak lah kan. Apa lagi kan. Last ni delay kejap. Kita tengah tunggu kejap ni. Ada lagi tim tak masuk lagi ni. Observer dia ada 2 je ni. Tak tahulah kan. Mana diorang buat tournament ni. Kita layan sajalah Layan sajalah. Layan sajalah. Sekejap kan Okey geng. Oh, dah nak start dah. Oi, dah masuk lobby dah. Halo. Lu dengar ke? Dah baik ke? Halo, dengar ke?
Lah.
Okay.
Ni benda orang pakai baju kuning.
Mana?
Tu,
tak dapat skin lah tu. Juga tak dapat skin. Tak Hazel, Rexy, hello. Okey ke? Mic korang? Gimana ni senyap lagi tu orang. 19 tim kot. Ramai gila. Hello. 19 tim.
Ni turun mana bang?
Tak tahulah 19 tim nak turun mana. Kelakar pun.
Tu.
Mana nak turun ni? Kau rasa mana tak ada orang?
Stable kan mesti. Tak apa.
Mesti ada punya tu. Kita turun. Aduh, mana dia kali 2 tau. Kita turun ruin ni. Nak ruin.
Boleh.
Baik siapa yang berangin-angin tu? Hazel Koreksi.
Okay. Sekejap. Koreksi Hazel.
Hazel ke?
Ada lagi
Tak ada dah. Cuba cakap.
Right. Hello.
Okay. Kita jalan labu. Jauh ni tak sampai ni. Sampai je. Tempat lain tak sampai tu.
Jauh.
Kita turun dekat kita turun dekat mansion je lah.
Okay.
Jadilah
Mansion ada IV kan. Jom.
Ada orang kat turun mansion ke?
Ada IV stylish tu.
Okay, orang gaduh. Gaduh.
Jom. Diorang dua tu.
Orang dua
Oh.
Okay. Aku terus mention terus.
Jom. Tu ada orang Junam.
Oh, dia dah jenam.
Ada orang, 2 orang.
Dua orang dua je tu.
2 tu.
Watch
Betul lah.
out.
Dia masuk dalam eh.
Oh. Aku masuk dalam kat Dia 2 orang kat
Enemies
situ.
ahead!
2 je.
Dua orang tu jangan pandang rendah pada dua tu.
I got supplies.
Abang turun tepi ni Lasim baru start.
Okay.
Kalau kabur sikit ni.
Tengok bang satu depan
Nice.
bang. Last guy.
Kasih Android.
Last guy.
Last guy. Dia bawa bang
Last guy bawah eh.
Dia tak
Watch
last
out.
guy rumah ni. Dia tahan step ni.
Okay.
Confirm tahan.
Dia jalan revive.
Aku end.
Eh tak, dekat bawah lah.
Watch out!
Jangan bagi dia end at least.
Dekat ni.
Bawah,
Dia
bawah.
naik.
Bawah.
Okay.
Aku tak ada
Ni-
flash nak push.
Aku angkat Yarisi kau tengok. Dia turun eh.
Jangan bagi dia
Dia
end. Jangan
turun.
bagi dia end.
Watch
Resi.
out!
Dekat sini Resi. Aduh.
Oh, aduh. Macam mana? Dah dapat end ke belum? Belum lagi.
Belum.
Last guy.
Belum.
Tak ada vest tu.
Dia tengah kat kawan dia ke apa?
Tak, kawan dia dah end.
Kawan dia dah end.
Tu Rexy lari dulu sini. Kita survive lah.
Sekejap.
Orang itu.
Bah, nanti yang last sini ada delay 3 minit kan? Harap bersabar lah Dia seorang je kan? Tapi dia dapat end
Lagi seorang. Dapat end dulu.
Dia kata tak boleh pandang rendah diorang ni. Tower monster geng, tower monster. Bantu like and share geng, bantu like and share. Last sim ada 3 minit delay tu. Jadi diorang kalau kita cakap, diorang komen pun naik atas lah Umat lah. Tournament ni ada Malaysia, Singapura. Minggu depan final Malaysia dengan Singapura bergabung. Minggu ni Malaysia punya qualifier. Petang sekarang Singapura punya qualifier. Tapi abang live Malaysia punya qualifier. Sebab petang kan kita nak live PMPL. PMPLC. Dia tengok naik kereta ke?
Tak ada.
Ni kau pakai DBS tak? Banyak
Tak
DBS.
pakai KM.
Dah tu motor.
Ada kereta.
Aduh, dia datang sini duk.
Oh, dia stop.
Saya tak tahu.
Tahu dia tahu.
Tunggu dia sampai.
Datang tu.
Nice.
No.
Out.
Dapat end seorang.
Dapat berapa kita dapat berapa kill? Dua mata
2.
Awas sangat lah ada orang ni rush. Aduh. Asal.
2 tu.
Dapat 2 point je. Dah cedok game pertama geng. Tahu. Kenapa? Live. Orang ni macam lagging je
somewhere else.
Tak lagging. So tengok. Oh, lagging lah. Kita dah mati ni. Kita nak tunjuk apa? Tunjuk game lah. Tapi macam lagging. Live lagging. Abang yang lagging ke live stream tu yang lagging?
Monster team it's a bestiality. Everybody's just fearing each other, whereas and the result is nobody goes to Pochinki because everybody's like scared of a monster that isn't there.
Tak ada orang kat Pochinki tu.
Yeah, the monster.
Bye bye. Terpaksa babar lah orang datang push.
Thank you so much for. You think that they'll be there, but they are not there. And this is actually very common in community scrims as well, as I noticed that nobody really wants to drop into the middle
Lagging,
of the map
live
just
official.
because of they think that another team is there. Especially like for example, this map Pochinki will always be vacant. But unfortunately, we'll be only playing 3 rounds. So by the time they notice that, oh yeah, Pochinki is actually vacant, we should have just dropped inside. Too bad. Try again in the finals.
Yeah, I think they have the fear factor of like looking at the names in his map. You can see it as Homeboy's Iron Pro in his team. So when people see such a big name, although they are relegated for the time being, as big as a name as Iron Pro and Sun Gaming, I think that one might assume that this team is definitely going to Pochinki, even though, you know, in the Pro League, they're not going to Pochinki, they're going to places like Milta or SPM or something else. So, yeah, but if I was them, I would assume that this team will go to Pochinki. But here is Master Ramen. I assume this is Master Ramen. It's okay. He is farming some stuff, but he already lost 2 of his teammates.
Oh, but maybe not 2. Oh, Rexy. Okay, so Rexy is helping him out. Mesh get 1 knockdown, and they're going towards Master Ramen. Well, he seems to be really loving the loot. Not too sure if he'll be needing that much, but he seems to be very active in this game. Not the usual Master Ramen that you can see. If we can get a knock here, there'll be something. But
3 orang tu.
will be the first team to be eliminated.
Oh, wow. Well,
3
he's
orang
having
tu.
typical stuff. I mean, the spoiler alert, he always camps, but this is a large map. It's pretty hard to actually camp because in smaller maps like Vikendi or Sanhok, it's dependable to actually camp because you have people who are struggling or
Aku share tak
trying
ke
to
bang?
find
Aku
all these
tu suka
compounds
share.
so you can camp in one place, and there will be a few teams that, you know, pass through that place or unaware of the people in the compound. But in a map such as this, not too legit to use that kind of camping strategy. But as you said before, the first circle, it's quite far to the left.
Yeah, and the tricky part about this kind of circle is that you still have a 50-50, like whether it's going to go up north or whether it's going to go down south onto Gatka. So as teams, you need to kind of guess, like, okay, do you want to play there? And if you want to play up north or you want to play down south, or like, okay, if the circle scams us, what are we going to do? How are we going to get into the next phase of the circle? So this kind of circle is always very difficult to play. But if you watch like recent metas of how professional teams play this kind of circle, they always prioritize. You will see that because somehow it's easier to manage the circle from the top and go down south rather than from south you go up.
Yes.
For some reason, just because of the terrain and all.
Memang lag lah geng jap. Ada memang official live tu pun memang lag lah.
In this level, which is not the professional level, that they would consider something like that.
Memang lag
but
tak
I
ada nak buat
think
apa-apa
teams like
dah. Memang lag lah geng. Maaf lah
Homeboys reunion definitely have this kind of experience, but at the same time, you're thinking, you know what? These are tier 2 teams. I might be a KOL or influencer team, but I am also a pro player. Why not? I just be aggressive and just fight.
Yeah, well, just have fun, right? For the killer teams especially. But you'll be like, okay, I just don't want to bump into them. Like, yes, I idolize Boki, he's a very good player and all that, but I don't want to bump into him. That sort of thing. You don't want to get eliminated early. And I don't know how we'd eliminate one of the competing teams early. So would it be like, oh, I feel bad? Or maybe I should just play passive the next round?
Here is one of the limited edition. I'm not sure if it's limited edition, but it's the Monster Energy edition of PUBG in-game items that you can win. Just go to Monster
Last team dia takut
Energy
sangkut lah, geng.
contest.com.my. So
Sebab dia dalam English je kan. Kalau ada YouTube okey juga, tapi YouTube tak ada nak tunjuk.
A can of Monster and have the receipt uploaded.
Memang lagging dah abang live. Memang lagi.
They will redeem the items, but here is Miss Rose's
abang okey je.
You can see
abang okey je. Live official memang lagging.
It's not an all-female team. It's a mixed team because she does have a sizable clan of players to use, but down to Ivy is actually quite in the middle, but we are going to focus a bit. There's not much in the middle, but there is a team at the Gatka Mountain that is very interesting. That's where you want to be in this kind of circles.
Back then, this team is actually, I think this is a new team because this team recently won the Sabah qualifiers of the PMCT. So I think after that they kind of like Miss Rose maybe probably kind of like adopted
harap
them.
Orang boleh fix masalah lag dekat live official.
This show match together with her. So considering that team used to be a champion of a sizable tournament, it's another team to really watch out for.
Right. Here's Ivik looking at TNG. This is I'm not sure this is TNG. I know I don't recognize any names here, but I am hoping that I think it's TNG Slumber, but it's not the names I know. I know there's a female player at TNG last time, but Roxy takes out Dumpy D and Zenny Handsome. 99. Okay, but that's a battle here.
Okay. Alright, that's a very close one though. Demi Hansen really low, but he's still taking that shot. Not prioritizing on his recovery. Finally, Don't Cry will make Din cry. Acham will get a knockdown onto Zimi Bay somewhere else. And looks like they caught another team because of their rotation. So JK Project will win the fight for this area. Right.
Don't Cry, GN, Zimi Bay. It's just fallen down, knocked out. Zias Panda gets another one. Jojopol has 2 teams, but 4 rivals. Giving honor to the name, they will contest the Gatkau Mountains maybe, but they are at a fork of the road, which I would like to call the Magic Road because that's always where the chicken happens. This is IV, FAT, GD. Asta, this is the team that you mentioned just now. Asta might be a former professional player in the league itself. Very, very curious.
Rasa pelik tu dengar Jihanter cakap English.
He's surviving so far at the 12-minute mark, so it should
Rasa pelik tu Jihanter cakap English.
I mean, surviving past
tak rasa pelik ke?
Past 12 minutes and it's still 15 teams, it should be a very competitive match.
Yeah, it is. These teams definitely did their homework. But it could be from 15 to 14 soon. Let's see what happens to Moon and Snipe. As they'll be sieged down by Team Fuhai. Team Fuhai takes them out. Moon, the last man standing, 1v1, but he gets a knockdown. Nice one from Moon onto Adik, but backup has arrived in time. And Team Fuhai will maintain Adik in their lineup for this round.
Yeah. This is team 8 only has 3 persons. Maybe they're just going to roll with trio versus squad. You know, sometimes
Tengok misus je lah, tengoklah. Abang nak
three
tengok
men is
yang
enough
overall je lah.
to get the chicken. CryGN. I'm not sure if they played from early on with 3 persons or somebody just disconnected in the middle of the match. But I think that if you DC in the middle of the match, you should still have your name there. But nobody in their proximity so far. So, but this is what the compound that I like, or rather the house that always provides the chicken dinner. And Freak is at the mushroom houses, which is also a very good place to get your chicken dinners.
Yeah, if only they have like a duo, so 2 can be in the sniper tower and 2 can be in that compound that you just mentioned. It's because of it's in the highway, right? Because of that bridge.
Yes.
Either the left or the right. If anyone passes through, that house can easily shoot, and that house can become a fortress. So it's definitely a good pick there. But looking at the current circle, there is a possibility that the circle may move up, so they need to plan their way through. And like what we discussed as well, if it's a south to north that you need to travel, it's going to be a bit more difficult. So it's something they need to plan ahead too.
All right, Freak GN using the DP28, going for that long range fights. In the Malay community, they call it the injection shot or the sunti. But I'm not sure if this is accurate enough for him, or the shots are accurate enough. I'm not sure about. I think 4 rivals, Vixens, are trying to rush into Freak GN, and he is defending himself with a few grenades. Oh, is enough? No.
Oh, back up from the other side.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Let
the
taruh.
ladies took over the mushroom tower. This is a very good move. They got information. They know there's only one person. They went out for the siege. But all up going all alone is it's fairly questionable if you ask me.
Yeah, questionable, but I think they might identify that this team doesn't have the full manpower advantage at all, even since from the start, because they are only playing with 3 players. So that rush down, that siege onto the mushroom tower was very beneficial to them in the end. For 4 rivals Vixens, CryGN is going to have to camp at this house without any of his teammates to help him. It's only been 15 minutes, but there has been a few frags so far, only 44 remaining with 14 teams left. So at this point in time, CryGN, I don't think he wants to take any big risk, but he is going to. And he's got one from Dacia.
Well, it's not too bad. Can he get a second one? Yes, he can. Wow. Okay, number 3, but it's just too much for him to handle, and finally he'll go down. I mean, ammunition-wise as well, he was super duper low. He needed to reload, and 4 rivals, Vixen, MPX, they all came in at the same timing. Just too much for one person to handle at the end of the day. But
Yeah.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. 4 rivals, Vixen, MPX is a full ladies lineup, and I think it's the only full ladies lineup in our tournament today. And if they are able to get on to the next round, I think it'll be something that is going to be very interesting for the ladies scene.
Yes, very, very interesting. I mean, we've seen this before with teams like PUBG, with teams like the Homegirls and the Geek Fan Girls or whatever. But yeah, I think that close quarter combat just now hit 12k. Now with the times, I mean, the Korean teams are using it, the Japanese teams are using it, and more teams are swaying towards having a shotgun for close quarter combats and also compound to compound fights. And that is the reason why, because you don't want to be pinched in a situation where you have to use your AKs, your long range rifles, your M4s to fight all these really, really close shave fights. And having a shotgun would give you a slight advantage in that situation.
Yeah, roll with the times, people. Rotation-wise, they are rolling with the times. Like a lot of them, like went up north earlier on. Like they're getting the memo. But
Pening kepala
for the shotgun,
sorry.
you know, sometimes it's about like whether you're comfortable using it or not. And shotgun is sometimes seen as the despicable weapon.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone uses a shotgun, you'll be like, ew, shotgun, ew. But well, it is what it is. It is the meta, guys. Go try it out.
Yep. Please do use it, but of course, double barrel shotgun, double the embarrassment if you whiff the shots. I mean, we've seen this in the Pro League as well. You can have like 12 ammo in your shotguns and you miss all 12. So even in a close quarter combat, that's why maybe some of people, they are afraid of the embarrassment that might happen if they decided to go with the shotgun. But this is Marino Sun. This is not the Sun Gaming we know. We saw them just now at the Gatka Mountains, which is Iron Pro and Sun Gaming. But this is Zenokun. He is knocked down by a grenade.
Wow.
I think at 50 will go for the aggressive push.
Yeah, Zenokun managed to get a double knockdown, in fact, onto Ivik GD before trading it back. But Zenokun still can be picked up though. But Sun, wow! Another double elimination. Nate coming in from Molino All-Stars. They have been practicing with Michael Jordan or something.
Yep. Very accurate there. And that's gonna land them like a very Stephen Curry-esque shot. 3 knockdowns, 3 kills, I think, on the board for them. I'm not too sure yet, but the circle has hard shifted. Not really hard shifted, it's actually down straight in the middle for this time around. And Team Sun Gaming, or the Homeboys Reunion. This is SunCon, there's Iron Pro. Uda Pensi, I'm not sure who it is, but I think it's a pro player. I've seen the name before, but SunCon is gonna get knocked down in Ruins Church.
Oh, there you go. Okay, Arm is coming, but taking a lot of damage from that jump. Now Arm is going to come in from behind. Can he spot him out? But no! What just happened there? Disastrous coming in for Homeboys Reunion. Down to Uda Pensi. At the same time, Sun managed to get a pan onto someone else. Uda Pensi, the last man standing. But Nate eliminates him. You know what, Jay?
Yeah.
I think called Caster's Curse.
Yep. We thought
Yeah.
that might have a very good chance in that close quarter combat, especially with people like Sun and Iron Pro, who are the masters of close quarter combat and aggressive play. I'm not sure who Uda Pensi is. If I have to put a theory, it might be maybe in the Homeboys lineup, maybe Nook, maybe someone else. I don't think it'll be someone like Daddy Hood, but yep, they're going to go down. Not a single point in their pocket,
which is well, I don't know what to say. I don't know whether to say it's surprising or not, because well, it's always the caster's curse thing, right? When you start on, like, oh, this team to watch. Oh, you got to look out for them. They are pro. They have all experience, and then they just go out.
Yeah.
It always happens for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, either it was spite for us or or as the name implies, they already retired from the professional scenes. I don't think Iron Pro is strictly retired. He is still active in a Homeboys roster. But here is Snowy 5K from Team SME. We have 36 individuals left with 12 teams. Now the placement point starts at 1 rather than 0, which is the point of Homeboys Reunion just now. They lost the fight in Ruins, and it is still going to be a prime position in Ruins. But this is a very, very difficult question to ask yourself. Which is the place that I should go? Is it the north or is it the south? Because if you choose wrongly, you choose death.
Yeah. Or is it the middle, even in the small island? If the circle happens to be there and you're there first, you have the prime position. You just need to stop people from swimming across, and that's not too difficult to do if you have a full squad. And let's see which teams actually take that risk to go into that little small island in the middle. I don't know. My gut feeling tells me that it will end up there, and that will be a very, very interesting finale for all these teams. By that time, teams who are on the outside may want to consider coming a little bit later. But speaking about later, Achan wants to go out a little bit later, because now we are counting the placement points. Still alive, his teammate coming in to give backup, and they're circling around Team Huhai.
Oh yeah, but near Suhu has dropped down, and it's going to be a very hard position, very precarious position to defend yourself. Or rather, for this Team 13 with only Achan left, I think what they're trying to do is trying for that entry into the circle, but they couldn't find a safe place. For Acha. He or she is definitely going down. No HP there. Needs a recovery item. But there is a threat behind her or him. And this is going to be very dangerous.
There was almost no way for him to get out of that. I thought that he would be prepared to okay, I'll just eliminate myself just to deny the point because he pulled out a utility innate of some sorts, but it looks like that wasn't the case. But another team just got eliminated earlier on. We're down to 27 players at this moment. The circle could still go anywhere. We still have a couple of teams on the northern side, on the southern side. No teams committed to the island in the middle just yet.
Oh, yes. Nobody really knows where the circle might go. So it's very, I would say it's a 33% chance for anything to happen. So it's 1 in 3 for one of these teams to guess correctly. But there's only 9 teams left. So let's assume just one LAN has 3 teams. 3 teams have a very good chance to get the chicken in their pocket, but for Eddie is going to be shot down by Miss Rose's team. Surprisingly, I'm not sure. I'm quite surprised though, but Miss Rose's team is the only KOL team left in this match, and she is doing very, very well for herself and her team.
Yeah, I know, right? And well, besides her, we've seen her going up against players like G9 and all that, like what you mentioned. Her 3 other players are legit competitive players. They're very active in the scene. They recently championed the PMCT, and we'll be seeing them in the PMNC as well. So you can expect a decent amount of performance from this team. But looks like they took the better route of going into the water and going into the smaller island. They could probably be the first team to go there. No, the other team is currently in the island just yet.
Oh yeah, because they're stuck at the bridge, and as you said before, it could be any of the 3 mainlands, but it is in the island. It might be the final battle might be at the island itself. So this should be very, very dangerous for everyone, because this is not a typical circle which you see in a pro league or whichever matches you've been in, and there's still 24 people here.
I know, right? Okay, now it's going to be 23 as Eddie got eliminated, and we have 8 teams left right now. Only one team, only Miss Rose's team is in the island at this moment. If they can set up themselves, unfortunately they have to play as a trio because one of them got eliminated, but if they can set themselves up well, they could defend the island very, very well and stop teams from coming in. So that's a possibility there. Another team that might challenge them, I was about to say JK Project, but they are actually under the bridge, so they're not committing inside the island. Looking at the current scenario, Miss Rose's team has a good chance.
Has a good chance, and the team seems very aggressive, but they only have 1 frag so far, 1 elimination so far. It's very very mind-boggling to see, but maybe they just got out of the knock, but it was KS or kill steal by someone else. But Lex is in front of Xerox. Xerox is going to shoot, but he is going to receive much more damage than he expected.
If only there's a shotgun there at that close quarters combat, it would totally work out for Xerox. But unfortunately, he'll be knocked down. Kai's going to be the last man standing. No way Xerox is going to survive this. Not only because he's in water, they know exactly where he is, but the zone is closing in as well. So obviously, inside the zone, you can't even heal or do anything if you're inside the water, and the zone will just chunk down your health.
Oh yeah.
So Xerox looks like he's ready to pick himself up to the zone and deny the point.
7 teams so far. Marlino, Zenokun goes down, and 79 Huai Hex. I'm not sure if this is legit, but it is the final circle, which is in the smallest island. One of the most unlikely scenarios to happen has happened. I don't know if it's positive or negative, but this is one of the cases that we're talking about. We just mentioned, Sir Cloud mentioned about the possibility of it being in the island, the smallest island here. I didn't expect it to be. I was expecting more to hard shift to the bottom side or more the southern side. Apparently, here's the final battle, and it's only 14 teams. Whoever goes in first, which I think is that green team, has the most likely chance to be in it.
Pelik dia dengar
Will
dia tu
have
cakap
a
kelas
very big chance
English.
to grab that chicken dinner.
The only thing with that green team, which is JK Project, they are under the bridge. They are not on the island. Yeah, so it's still a bit tricky for them. They need to go up earlier than other teams. But if we look at the southern side of the mini-map, we have TNG Slumber actually coming into that mini island in the middle. So if they can get there first, they can secure their island, assuming that they have all four still intact. As for Marlino All-Stars, we can see that they're still stuck on the outside with 5 more seconds before the zone closes in. They're stuck together with Team Huhai. It's one of these teams, or maybe both of these teams, might get eliminated if they don't move quickly.
Right, but team TNG is doing very well to establish themselves a dominant position at the bottom of the island. This might be a very good chance for Team TNG. Mao is shooting Team SME. SME is going down. There's too much pressure there. There's pressure from the blue zone. There's pressure in the water. There's pressure in the front by Team TNG. This is definitely a very good farming opportunity, and they are going to get 6 eliminations, and they have the final circle.
Yeah, they have the circle, 6 eliminations. It's a perfect moment here for TNG Slumber, but they need to finish it off. They cannot just stay put. But all other teams are fighting against each other. Nia managed to find his way into the mini island, right smack in the middle of the map. At the same time, we can see that JK Project's on the other side as well. He's the last man standing here. Don't cry. Hopefully, he'll be able to get into the circle. 55 more seconds on the clock. Expect Don't Cry to move in really, really slow, as he'll be waiting for the commotion to start before he tries to slip into the circle.
Yeah, he does have 10 eliminations in hand. So, he already has 20 points minimum just from staying here. Yeah, it's very good opportunity for Don't Cry. I'm not sure whether he's going to take a risk and go inside or just eliminate himself using the blue zone, because he doesn't really need too much more points. I think he secured himself probably a second place if Sans doesn't have like two more eliminations to equal the points. But the 3 teams so far, with TNG having the most chance to win this winner chicken dinner, Marlino All-Stars is going for the entry, but is closely guarded by TNG. They have a very good, I would say, a very good space for them to use.
Yeah, looking at the current scenario, TNG, they do have a good space, but unfortunately, they don't have the circle. That's the only thing. Marlino, they have the circle. Sorry, so Marlino does have the circle. TNG looks like they are looking good to getting that chicken dinner. Don't Cry finally will be eliminated, and now the zone will put pressure on the Marlino All-Stars. They'll be forced to move forward, and it looks very likely for TNG Slumber to get this chicken dinner. Niel seems to be giving up and denying the point, and there you have it. Sans the last man standing.
I don't think they're going to get Sans. They are trying to. I'm not sure. What he shot, I'm not too sure. But it's a winner for TNG Slumber with 8 eliminations, and followed up by Marino All-Stars. That is 9, I think, eliminations. So that's 21 points in total for their hands. And JK also got a few decent points out of this match. They have a minimum of 10 eliminations. So that's 20 points for them. The top 3 with 20 and above points. So there is a monopoly of points from these 3 teams. It's very interesting. I think that if they have like a decent game in Miramar, which I don't think is it's too hard for teams that have this kind of like mentality and also strategy already set in hand. They play very well. They have the right mix of aggression and also defense. Maybe we already see a top 3 team.
Yeah, I mean, the gap, we can clearly see the gap now. I mean, getting placement is one thing, getting eliminations on the board is another. We only have JK Project with a double-digit elimination, which is 10, and then the rest of them not too far away, like what you mentioned, 8 and also 9. So we can see out of like 64, half of the eliminations went to 3 teams. Half, or actually even slightly above half. So we can see the dominance here. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking a short break before we go on to the next round. Thank you so much to Monster Energy Drink for having this tournament for us. Unleash the beast together with Monster Energy. My name is Sir Cloud, together with Jay Hunter. We'll be seeing you in Miramar after this short break.
Lag. Oh, kan. Oh, start dah.
It is showtime.
Alamak, mana nak turun ni?
Turun dia bang. Ruin.
Turun ni, ada orang tu. Mesti ada budak-budak ni turun.
Ya, tadi pun tinggi kosong weh. Ni Picado ada kan?
Gaduh selalu ada.
Shot Miramar.
Mana lah nak turun? Abang tak tahu lah. Dah lah banyak team.
Itu lah tu.
Turun atas ni. Ada orang atas tu rasa.
Tak.
Rasa tak ada.
Di situ lah.
Boleh.
Oi, ruin.
Ada orang tu Rui tu. Nampak dah turun dah tu 4 orang.
Lah. Satu squad turun.
Air tu tak ada orang tu. Air tu air. Tak tahu lah.
Tak adanya orang di situ. Tak tahu apa
Jarang
lagi.
ada orang.
Sebab itu kan DS.
Jom lah. Nampak orang tak ada kan?
Tak. Macam ada.
Ya duk macam ada duk. Bapa
Dekat
lah.
ni kita. Ada tu, ada.
Dia ambil belah
Ada
kanan
gak
tu.
yang orang turun.
76.
Dia Junam. Oh, dia ambil bawah ni kot, syarat kereta.
Yalah.
Dia ambil atas ni.
Nampak pun.
Atas tu ada seorang.
Ada belakang.
Dia turun. Dia turun dari kita.
Belakang. Turun belakang.
Oh.
Seka tarik atas ni, jangan risau. Kita dah seka ni, tiba. Nak survive kan? Nak hidup kan?
Ada
I got
coin lah.
supplies.
Mantap dapat crossbow. Agaknya diorang pun nak lari sini. Kali tengok ada orang ada payung, diorang pun patah balik kot.
Orang kat atas, dekat biru.
Apa lah, at least kita sempat looting. Tadi tak sempat looting ni. Siapa nak info? Nak info? Ada yang nak info ke?
Dah ada dah.
Ada yang
Dah ada.
Mana?
Kalau nak info ambil kat ni. Korang pakai lah. Korang firepower. Sekejap bertanda sekejap. Mana bertanda.
I got supplies.
Barang Jun mah. Barang Jun mah.
Kau tak ada tanda.
I got
Barang
supplies.
Tu ada Sky juga sebenarnya.
Datang kat sini lah
Okay.
Kalau nak info dekat apa tanda warna ni ada kat lantai.
Baik.
Fizil, kau nak Sky?
Kau dah ada sekarang.
Ni kau tempat kat tanda.
Barang Jun mah.
Rosak tu tanda ni.
Marked a location.
Tak ada kereta tu
Marked a
bang.
location.
Cari lah.
Ya, apa ni tertanda?
I got supplies.
Tak ada.
Ada orang kah pakai apa itu?
Tak ada orang.
Nak ambil ke tak nak info kat sini? Tak nak ambil, abang ambil. Tukar weapon.
Abang pakailah dulu.
Azal, angin ni Azal. Tutup mic tu Azal.
Angin ni. Baik.
Sakit telinga Azal.
Angin.
Circle kat mana? Kita pergi sini dulu. Mari tepi-tepi circle je lah.
Mana? Boleh. Ada skop 3 dia nak.
Boleh.
Boleh. Tak
ada
apa.
orang.
Bagi.
Bagi dia.
Loot tadi 2 ke tak ni? Ada kereta lah.
Kurang ke?
Dengar punya kereta. Belah tu.
Is it underrated? Tak.
Dah.
Abang.
Cuma
Yang kita anda.
Jangan naik sini.
sekejap turun way.
Aduh, jangan naik sini bang. Kena lagi.
Watch
Betul.
out.
Di atas ni
Watch
kan
out.
situ.
Budak tadi.
Kita pergi sini. Masuk sini Azal.
Dia duduk
Watch
je
out.
kat situ.
Dia seorang je ke?
Dua.
Yelah. Tadi ada yang junam situ tadi.
Tak ada nak buat apa. Dia saja tak end.
Nak biar datang.
Anak N sudah.
Ocet. Kau pahal lah ocet dia kan. Nak UC tak? Jangan end nak UC tak?
400 meter lu.
Dia macam circle slow je kan.
Dia intai tu.
Watch out.
Ni 3 minit suka ni.
Oh, suka lama tapi laju.
Ramai lagi ni.
Ni
Watch
pun.
out.
Diorang satu squad kat situ tu, kita ambil kanan. Dia lalu belah kiri. Hai, masuk. Ada kereta kan? Okay, kita stick lah. Hahakai ni di mana eh? Diorang tu kan, diorang cakap Showman ni 10 team je. Lepas tu 8 team masuk
Ni ada
final.
9.
Kali dapat 19 team. 4 team je masuk final. Tapi tak apa, KOL ada apa? Kroni. Kita auto layak. Auto layak ke final.
Oh, kalau kita tak lepas ni pun kita auto layak ke?
Ha.
Oh.
Dengar-dengar je lah. Tak tahu lah kalau tiba-tiba dia orang ubah kan.
4 team final Singapura, Malaysia. Final 8 team ni. Sikit tu.
Baru 8 takut.
8 campur KOL.
3 kan?
Oh.
3-3, 6 campur 14. Tak tahu lah kalau ada lagi 2 team lagi ke. Dapat cukup ke 16 ke, tak tahu. Di selamba dia jalan ni kan. Dah tak ada orang je kan.
K-team tak ada.
Last game Hanhok kot.
Kosong.
Hanhok lagi kelang kabut ni korang. Abang duduk atas batu lah korang. Orang perang lah.
Main heal bang.
Orang perang lah. Abang duduk atas batu je. Pergi tengah zone duduk atas batu je. Aduh. Supaya lama sikit. Ada squad 8 ni, siapa nak?
Tak ada.
Kenapa tak boleh tanda tu?
Ada versi 4.
Haha, barang cuma.
Dia tak tanda nama dia. Salam dekat Rexy bang. Waalaikumsalam. Tiba.
Kosong ni.
Cuba pergi sini rumah kecil tu.
Boleh.
Tempat tu. PM si plan pukul berapa kan? Pukul 5. Pukul 5. Alice, dah sampai dah tu. Pergi tengok luar. Belah kiri ni ada looted ke? Ni.
Marked a location.
Mana?
Tak letak.
Jom loot sekejap.
Yang kan, jom. Belah kanan tu tak looted kak. Tapi luar zone ni tu, rumah tu.
I got supplies.
Kita try gerak pergi tanda hijau tu slow lari ke sana.
Boleh. Ada kot kereta pada ni lagi.
Kalau ada kereta kita ambil kereta. Kalau tak ada kita jalan je. Kadang-kadang jalan lagi selamat boleh naik kereta.
Pun. Ada zone dekat.
Sebab zone lama ni. Kalau zone tournament PNPL laju tak sempat
Oh lah slow.
Slow.
Ingat laju ni.
Watch out.
Kosong lagi sana. Tak loot lagi.
Jom. Jangan pergi jauh sangat.
Watch out.
Bawah ni pun render clear.
Kita gerak.
Hijau tu circle lah.
Kita gerak naik bukit ni. Jom. Kita lari je. Go je. Maraton je. Kita maraton je. Kita maraton
3 minit ke zone ni?
Tu circle. Circle pun 3 minit.
Slow ni. Dia pakai default je.
Kau boleh diam tak? Hati-hati bro. Confirm ambush.
Hati je suruh kita orang diam Tapi
Perhatian! Tiba.
voice over
Lu
yang
gangster tu lu mafia.
ni memang best gila lah. Dua voice over ni memang gempak.
Tak nampak kereta pun.
Apa? Lari je. Alah, 600 meter je lagi.
Cepat.
Kita ambil kanan lah, kita ambil kanan.
Alright.
Depan ni dah looted. Tu pintu tu buka.
Bang, ni tower apa bang? Ini tower monster. Battleground. Monster Energy punya tournament. Oh, Miso tengah gaduh tu.
Itu orang ajak boh.
Ambil kiri. Abang rasa macam takut je nak ambil terus ni. Takut ada orang rotate mampu kita.
Wow. Pun. Bawah tu tak ada kereta.
Nampak ni.
Tak ada kereta tu.
Di depan ni nampak macam kosong je.
Kita ambil bukit dulu.
Marked a location.
Okay. Nak sampai zone. Jalan kaki weh.
Jalan kaki.
Dia tu jauh jalan.
Benda boleh jalan kaki. Daripada apa kawasan atas atau atas ni sampai jalan kaki je. Ni kalau circle tarik ke bawah, maraton lagi lah kita. Turun, budak-budak on boy gaduh lah. Dia tak looted lagi.
Dah kereta rotate
Watch
ni.
out!
Tinggal pergi
Dia rotate ke mana?
Watch
Ni
out!
straight.
Oh. Rupanya ada orang lah belakang kita tadi. Sebab tak bertumbung.
Budak tadi tu lah kot. Budak ha tu kot. Kita pergi tempat batang hijau tu. Jom. Lari je ke arah sana tu.
Jom.
Jom.
Jangan stay. Takut orang rotate. Lagi kita berjalan susah sikit orang nak jumpa. Dia ada orang gaduh tu. Dia gaduh hujung-hujung.
Baik.
Dia baru bagi kod. Dia baru bagi semua kod. Full set kod. Nanti abang bagi kat korang.
Pusat. Oh, yang kereta semua tu
Ha. Tapi trial lah dia bagi 3 hari je.
Oh.
Girl. Fuh. Vendetta je circle, jangan jauh-jauh circle.
Minas ni circle.
Jangan
Minas.
banyak sembang lah, fokus.
Oh, okey. Kita masuk sini.
Aduh, Minas depan sikit.
Jangan banyak sembang fokus.
Jalan.
Gangster ke lu mafia? Kau boleh diam tak?
Aduh, penat lah jalan ni, kita buat auto spring je lah.
Dia ada off kereta.
Tak jauh ni, tak adalah jauh, 1200 meter je nak lari. Okey lah. Ada 2 minit nak lari.
Ada kot kereta depan ni.
Kalau ada pun dah kena angkat kot.
Tak pernah habis minyak. Kita orang tukar. Tak nampak kereta. Kosong mat.
Ha, barang cun mah. Leng Chai sudah mari mah. Tak ada hal mah.
Woi. Daripada bukit ke apa ni?
Atas tu dah ada. Kat Minas. Dalam Minas.
Dekat Minas.
Minas, kita terus lari. Tengah pandang belakang.
Kenapa?
Jauh tu. Sebab dia tembak macam potato sikit tu. Jauh tu. Kalau dekat dah. Oh, dia
Dah
push.
knock. Saya ambil kiri sikit.
Dia push.
Ah, dia push ke?
Push.
Oh lah.
Main push tu. Korang teruskan
Ezra,
perjuangan.
dekat kau.
Ada yang nak bukit aku ada sih.
Ada. Seorang.
Nah, aku kena.
Dua Ezra.
Okay.
Tak relax
Jom
kau
kat atas
orang
je,
ni.
kanan.
Orang pendat lari. Lala mati macam tu je.
Lu gangster ke lu mafia?
Tengok Ezra, dapat tak?
Datang.
Dia depan kau.
Dia tu.
Ya. Ada memang dekat kau jauh. Aduh, dia pakai shotgun gila.
Waduh, tak nak.
Tu
Marked a location. Watch
Depan kau
out!
seorang, pokok.
Dapat poin sikit lah.
Push.
Aduh.
Bodoh dia BS.
Dia main
pakai
shotgun tu orang ni. Tak dapat aim Aduh.
Bapak dia. Tak.
Dia bagian kereta.
Our only all-female team. One of
Korang
them
layan
being
dia dulu.
knocked down. Hopefully they'll be able to recover quickly, but still a lot of focus on this team. Now, looking at the circle, okay, like what we talk about, right? Again, inside of Miramar, it's very likely to be a middle circle, and yeah, again, it's around the areas of Picado on the outskirts, not too far away from the middle. Teams who really pay attention to the middle of the map in Miramar, it's really like 90% chance you will get a good placement if you know this place like the back of your hand.
Oh yeah, homeboys. Very good position. However, they're very close to Lex, Strelex, and you can see why that Iron Pro was playing quite aggressive. They really want the place that Strelex is in. And the other champions, I mean, the top 3 teams already detected this is the fact that they might have to contest. They are very close to the circle, or the middle of the circle rather. The epicenter of the circle, but Ivy Deputy gets one. If Sky Boba is going to have to fight another one. Xerox, can he actually clutch this out?
Oh, can he at least secure that elimination point out of Miss Rose? But no, not able to do so. Xerox will be there to take him out. And that is it. We have another team being eliminated. So, man, I'm at this point, we're not too sure because we only know the scores later on. But if they got eliminated early, 2 games back to back, it's going to be super hard for them in Sanhok to catch up to the top 4.
Oh yeah, I don't think so. I think like if the only position to be in, like if you want to have a bit of a chance, I think that at the end of the day, there's a potential of like 8 teams that have the biggest potential to go through the next round, because But that's a situation where the top 4 teams of Erangel just now doesn't perform as well or doesn't perform at all at Miramar. That's the only way I can see a potential of 8 teams having a chance in Sandhawk to go to top 4. If, let's say, teams like JK won top 3 here along with teams like TNG, there's going to be only so much chance that everybody else, so much points that everybody else can get more points. But here is Team ZS going down 9-9. Paishan Panda and ZB might be able to hop.
Oh, big strike against Master Ramen's team. But here we have it. We talked about it. The DBS is in action, and Master Ramen's team have been eliminated. But another team is actually closing on to Zeus Strike. And Zeus Strike needs to be careful that 2 of them have been knocked down, and we are sniped on the high ground. An advantage against Zimi. Needs to be careful. At the same time, they are on the outside of the circle, and the zone is starting to close in.
It's gonna close in, and they're 600 meters away. The circle, I see the free elimination, but oh, what a very good car play by Snipe. He goes into the right door and then exits at the left, giving him space, giving him protection from Zimi Bay. And of course, the van is the most armored vehicle in the game, but he's gonna get shot down regardless by 9-9 because he has a better position. So Team ZS might be able to help his teammates. It's only the 3rd circle. But this is the thing about, I think that with Team Master Ramen, the meta gives him a lot of disadvantage because we know his gameplay. He likes to camp in the houses. He likes to camp in the small places, small compounds, which has very limited space to move. But he banks in on the element of surprise, holding a UMP or micro Uzi. But with the current meta, heavily favoring DBS and also S12K. It's not legit anymore because anybody can come in, give 2 or 3 shots, and he gets knocked down.
Yeah, we gotta see if that changes in Sanhok because, if you watch his streams, ladies and gentlemen out there, he likes to drop on the rooftop of bootcamp. Like from the start, he just jumps, rooftop of bootcamp. It's unreachable if you start from the bottom or from the ground. So he normally stays there till the end and gets a lot of placement points from there. But let's see if that happens later on in Sandhawk. And yeah, if it does, I guess it's just kind of like a throwback to what he always does whenever he plays these kind of show matches. But anyway, looking back at Team Huhai, they'll be playing as a trio, but they have company on the high ground, so it's going to be Ivy GD looking over them. At the same time, another team on the other side as well. I think it's going to be JK Project on the northern side. The good news is that all these teams, they are currently in the circle. They still have time to play with. And with 14 teams left, any team eliminated at this point will not have any placement points.
Oh yeah, if you get yourself a Monster Energy can, you can get yourself a Monster Energy pan, as this player is using right now. Very interesting. Go to monstercontest.com.my to redeem yourself. If you have a Monster Energy can that you bought recently, you can claim it at monstercontest.com.my. Just show the receipt and there will be an instruction for you to redeem the item in game. Very interesting to see. Very good collaboration between PUBG Mobile and also Monster. But Miss Rose's team, I thought they were eliminated. Apparently Xerox is still in the game, so it might be a solo versus squad, because we saw Miss Rose already eliminated from the game just now, just a bit, like not 2 minutes ago. It's 23 minutes into the game, 4th circle, and Team TNG, I mean the usual suspects are here. TNG, JK Protector, and probably Marlene All-Stars as well, somewhere close.
Yeah, teams starting to get close to each other. This is the 4th circle that we're talking about. So this is where a lot of fights will start to happen. The 4th and the 5th circle. Bills will be shot at from afar. I believe that could be, maybe that's going to be JK Project, if I'm not mistaken, or it could be Ivy GD on the other side. At the same time, we can see that Xerox will be gunned down. So it looks like Miss Rose's team could be eliminated at this moment.
Yeah, the team just went out because it went from team 14 to team 13. Still no placement points for Team Miss Rose, but Ivy has a higher ground, a very good position in the middle of the circle, quite towards the middle, not really like that set in the middle, but in a safe place regardless, compared to everyone else. They have a good chance here, but they need to rotate if the circle hard shifts to another place. Oh, they don't.
Ooh.
They have a very good position.
Yeah.
They are four
I know,
individuals.
right? Man, the circle is currently in the middle, so those teams with the compound in the middle, like what we talked about, have a lot of advantage. But now we move over to Iron Pro, representing one of the KOL teams, the long range coming for Iron Pro. It does connect, but not enough to take on out just yet. Uda Pensi gets one with Soju, and one more left to go as Iron Pro will be countered by a pawn, but with one tick of health left, he managed to survive this. I mean, he's a professional player. What do you expect from this guy, right?
Yeah, they were caught out of position when they played in the rules in triangle as well, so that's not a very optimal play for them. But this time, they know how to play this, how to push every situation, and especially how to defend. Very solid defense there by Iron Pro and also Uda Pensi. But they did use Sun Gaming, but this is another Suns, which is not the same as Sun from Homeboys. Marlino All-Stars will see Lex in front of them, and also another team not too far, but they are the team that have to go inside the circle rather than just wait.
Yeah, with 40 more seconds on the clock, they have a vehicle. It should be okay for them, but unfortunately, they might be gate capped by Ivy Star Elite, who's currently in the circle. Hopefully, they have enough information for them to rotate away. They are choosing the southern route, which is a smart movement into the circle. And they still have high ground to play with, but they will be sharing the same area together with Strelex All-Stars as well on the other side.
Oh yeah, a lot of players find themselves stuck at the right side of the circle, which is not a very good place to be right now. I wonder why they didn't just go straight for the middle. Maybe they didn't have too much faith in that car to go into the middle. Probably gunning for or hoping they have like a car with a higher HP, like a 4x4 or the bus. But they don't have it right now. They have the sports car, two of them, in fact. Because in the middle, there's actually not... I don't think there's a team that's that set in the middle. Close by is TNG again. If they win this one, I think they can find themselves one step ahead of more than any other teams to be in the grand finals.
Yeah, what Marlino All-Stars right now needs to do, besides eliminating another team and their possibility of them getting to the finals as well, is that to get into the next phase of the circle, they must eliminate one team either on the north or on the south. So they cannot just drive straight in, because just look at how open this area is. And like what you mentioned, their vehicle is not the most tanky. So they need to eliminate one, probably on the southern side, but they need to do it quickly. 1 minute on the clock for them before the zone closes in. But at the same time, the same is being thought by the teams on the northern side. So Ivy Star Elite thinking the same. They're giving half 50-50 focus to the northern and also to the southern side. But with 50 more seconds on the clock, they need to decide which team they want to prioritize to take out first.
Yeah, priority is everything here, but we can see that TNG already went inside of the circle. Very good place for them, not so much for everyone else. Only two teams we can see are inside the circle. The others are struggling to get inside with a lot of opposition coming from behind and in front. Ivy Tens from another game, but he's here. Despite that, it's a very, very bad situation for team number 6, but they do have 6 eliminations in hand.
Speaking about eliminations, looks like Terminator not looking good for them. Achan pick up his teammate. Hopefully we'll be able to do that quickly. They are playing by the rim of the circle, still alright for them, but they need to fend off against Ivik GD, who's currently in it. Now the name will be tossed out by Achan. Will not connect onto anyone, just trying his luck. He doesn't have a good visual based on his current position, but at least he has somewhat circle. He needs to be careful of times. Currently moving in, the long range coming from Benz will get a knock down onto one from T.
Yeah, but this trio team is doing very well right now. They got into the circle with 7 kills or 7 eliminations in hand. Ivik is in front, but this is And Team TNG, they got this now by Marilino All-Stars. That is going to put them in a very good position. Very good place. Very, very good location to be in. And also they can cut, or they can actually go up into the scoreboard. Ooh, but here's Ivik. Still good defense. He's going to be eliminated, by the way. Marino All-Stars. Top 4 right now. In 2 top of the leaderboard after this.
Yeah, they're looking super good. Marlino All-Stars just need to play the waiting game, just need to hold on to the circle, and it's very likely for them to get the chicken dinner. 2 teams on the other side. JK Project is in this as well. The team they got 10 eliminated again, Jay.
Yep.
They could be one of those teams that at this current position, we can already say that they might have got that
The chicken dinner for JK Protector. I don't doubt they will be in the top 4 position because the early exit of team they got a chicken dinner before this was TNG. TNG Slumber also eliminated quite early. Relatively, I think they got 6 or 7. There's only going to be give them 2 or 4 placement points. But for Huai, is a solo versus squad right now. He's trying to get as many points as he can, but what is helping is actually the other team, and he does get a full knockout.
Yeah, 1v3, he got all of them, but after that, he was eliminated by Marlino All-Stars. I mean, 8 elimination points for ADX. My goodness. Is there a correlation to people who put their name Adik and also being terminated? I don't know here. But ADX, okay, because Huhai, we saw a little bit of them in Erangel. We didn't see that much. Probably they got eliminated early. And by this kind of performance coming from ADX, this may put them in a good spot onto to challenge for the top 4.
Yeah, definitely has a very good chance. But there is, but the good thing is because there's 2 teams, Marlino and JK Protector. I think both these teams have already garnered like 40 points plus for each. So it's definitely a very set top 2, and I don't think that top 2 can be touched for the time being in Sandhawk, after Sandhawk. So Huhai just have to get a very good placement in Sandhawk in terms for them to, have a chance to go to the top 4. Very doable.
Yeah, and by Marlino All-Stars and JK Project to do well in 2 rounds back-to-back, this opens up a lot of opportunity, a lot of hope for other teams to try to get into the top 4. And I think this is where Team Huhai, they have that mindset of like, oh, okay, so now let them collect all the points. It's fine because there's still other slots for available for other teams to actually get into the finals that will be happening later on. So, wow, this opens up at least 2 more slots. So who will it be? Will it be Team Huhai or will it be another team? I really want to see 4 Rivals Vixen MPX actually going on just because of the uniqueness of them being a all-female squad.
All-female squad and an all-female aggressive squad. That's the most impressive thing to me, because usually teams like all-female squads, there is some implications, or people tend to underestimate the aggressiveness they play. But 4 Rivals Vixen has been playing very aggressive so far. They are the ones who try to get into the fire rather than be out of it. So I agree with you as well. Not just because of that, but because they have an aggressive team that has been showing a lot of good qualities of a pro player.
Yeah, of course, the MPX clan, one of the leaders is Joker. I think by now we know him very well. One thing that impresses me of the MPX clan, they are one of the old school teams, and they do very well in terms of bringing up new talent. But let's look at the overall standings. TNG Slumber is actually number 1 and it's not Malino All Stars.
Round one scores. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because by right, TNG Slumber has. I'm not too sure about TNG Slumber, but Malino All Stars definitely has a plus of. I'm not sure. 20 points. 20 is definitely in. Oh, Huhai already has a number.
Oh,
Number 4 placement before that Miramar match, so they have a very good chance. I think we already have our.
yeah, I agree. We see the same teams again in Miramar being at the top 3 finish or top 4 finish. So I think they're pretty much set. So it could be just that one more slot for teams to try to slip in. So if we look at this, TNG Slumber, not to. If they didn't do that map, it's very circle dependent. Teams may play the healing game, so that means that even if you see on your player counter, it's like, oh, you have only a few players left, but suddenly your placement is like 12. So that could change a lot of things as well inside of Sanhawk.
Same stuff by Monster. You don't have to depend on luck like you did at Sanhawk. You just have to buy one can of Monster, upload the receipt in monstercontest.com.my. Saying that, we will go for a 10-minute break. We'll see you after these commercials.
Bang, tim mana boleh nombor 1 play in? Tim Malaysia lah, tim Malaysia lah Okay, nak start dah, jom. Ayulah. Abang nak duduk atas batu lah Halo.
Hello.
Okay, planning kita, korang 3 orang main macam biasa. Abang duduk atas batu Jangan follow abang
Baik.
Follow Rexy
Dah
lah.
turun mana ni?
Follow Rexy lah, korang follow Rexy. Okay. Pandai-pandai korang turun mana. Abang main gagak lepas tu turun atas batu. Try lah. Manalah tahu boleh
Abang kat mana?
ada luck circle. Tengok circle kat tengah-tengah circle lah, batu tengah-tengah circle nanti lah.
Baik.
Korang 3 orang try lah dapat point. Kalau ada nak try nak main healing tapi
Good
nak
luck, mates.
main healing kena go first aid dia payah tu. Korang rasa mana? Mana yang tak ada orang? Tahu.
Tak tahu lah. Bootcamp mesti ramai.
Pergi sini,
Sebab
atas
last
ni.
map.
Atas tu.
Boleh. Kita scrapping.
Yes. Scrapping camp Alpha. Berhati 2 squad tau. Berhati.
Oh, ramai dah turun.
Hati ada.
Bootcamp rasa saya ada tak? Tengok bootcamp tak ada orang kan.
Itu tu.
Ada tu kot.
Camp Alpha tak ada kan? Macam kosong.
Camp Alpha tak ada.
Abang duduk batu bian lah. Jangan salah turun dah lah. Aduh, dah lama ni tak turun batu ni.
Dekat abang.
Lama tak turun batu ni. Iron Pro dah kena lu. Kena end terus.
Mesti bootcamp dorang.
Confirm kot bootcamp. Bootcamp ke ruin ke tak tahu lah. Paradise kot. Aduh, seram pula nak turun batu ni. Takut jatuh.
Oh, abang batu atas tu
Ha. Dah lama tak turun batu ni. Jadi risiko kat ni, diorang nampak abang turun batu ni. Diorang tembak sementara abang sampai. Ikut. Cun. Sampai dengan selamat. Camping lu. Aduh. Doa-doa suka tak jauh dari sini lah Boy. Okay. Nak buat macam mana kan? 2 game tu suit kan? Terpaksa lah. Bukan strategi geng. Dengan observer jangan observer tournament tunjuk abang kat sini dah. Tapi last sim ada delay
Jom
kan, so
gerak.
diorang tak tahu kot. Tapi itulah last sim dia delay 3 minit. Kalau diorang tengok abang kat sini, lama lah lepas 3
Dia
minit.
cari.
Dia boleh cari lagi lah buat 3 minit, jangan delay kan.
Kalau ada kereta boleh datang kot.
Oh, dekat keliling korang tak ada orang tu abang rasa tu.
Sekejap, saya kereta sekejap.
Betul tu, kat Camp Mafah Hatim semua tak ada orang tu.
Martin pun tak ada
Tak ada. Last sim kan baru 3 minit delay kan. Baru nampak tak ada orang. Tapi tak tahu lah kalau lepas tu diorang turun, diorang keluar jalan situ pun tak tahu lah. Sebab benda delay
Cek
kan.
kereta sekejap.
Jangan cek kereta kot, bahaya gila kot. Korang main tepi zone je.
Okay.
Tapi korang stick together lah, jangan jauh-jauh. Susah nak cover. Jangan macam main pro player main jauh-jauh, main dekat-dekat. Macam main klasik.
Jom.
Dekat abang ni ada kereta lalu tadi. Baru boleh tengok topi monster ha. Nanti abang bagi korang kod tu kan, kau boleh pakai lah 3 hari. Baju, dia punya topi lawa tu, kereta dia lawa tu.
Baik.
Kali kita chicken tiba. Ini kalau kita dapat reunion ni pun kira gempak ni. Kita bertiga dapat reunion pun kira gempak ni. Sebab korang nak datang ke abang tu penuh pasukan, keliling tu penuh.
Betul. Dia dorang banyak fight awal.
Bootcamp ada.
Orang punya nak pergi situ.
Jangan lalu bootcamp lah.
Masuk mana mas?
Lalu
Rumah M mesti dorang.
tak tahu bawah tu pun Painan bootcamp semua ramai. Kalau korang naik atas ni okey sikit kot. Atas
Macam mana?
naik atas, jangan bawah tu ramai gila lah. Dekat tengah-tengah tu ramai gila. Naik atas.
Alright.
Boy, official line ni lag gila. Hello guys. Ya, korang nampak abang ramai tengah lepak-lepak atas batu ni dalam tournament. First time benda tournament buat macam ni. Tapi team abang ramai masih ada lagi tu. Masih lagi berjuang. Korang ikut atas tu lah. Kau boleh pergi naik atas tu. Ikut jambatan tu okey kot. Tak ada orang jambatan. Sebab pulau korang tu tak ada orang abang rasa tadi awal-awal ni.
Ni pun menjanjak lagi.
Kita masuk so slow.
Masuk slow. Simpan kalau kau boleh simpan first aid banyak, korang stay belakang main healing. Kumpul first aid banyak kat seorang.
Kita
Kumpul kat Elisa.
satu.
Kalau korang boleh loot banyak lah.
Ada satu. Ada dua.
Okay.
Pergi Hatin lah, kumpul kat Hatin. Kumpul first aid Hatin. Hatin tak ada orang loot.
Bisa tu boleh tak?
Korang masuk
Jom,
Hatin, loot
baik.
Hatin dulu, loot Hatin dulu. Sebab kalau nak main healing kena turun dekat Sami apa semua situ yang banyak first aid. Sini Hatin banyak.
Dia ada tuk-tuk tu dari sini.
Tak payah ni. Slow tu. Belum duduk lagi rumah tu. Tak ada orang ni.
Tak ada tu. Kalau tengok tadi tu tak ada
Oh,
orang.
suka kat abang ramen.
Teka kat abang. Allah, tapi dah turun. Mampus aku. Hopefully
Abang dah turun.
tak, seka tu abang kena turun nantilah. Tak, seka naik atas monai ni. Korang masuk kau lah, try masuk kau. Slow masuk kau. Ikut circle. Mungkin orang rotate kau lambat keluar.
Ada Rooney.
Atas tu tak ada orang rasa bang. Rotate kau.
Boleh kau ikut lereng.
Ikut kiri je.
Jom.
Dekat sekeliling abang ni macam ramai. Kat atas tu mungkin kurang sikit kot. Tapi mungkin ada orang lain juga nak rotate atas tu kan. Hati-hati lah. Dekat abang ni ramai gila orang rotate ni. Macam-macam kereta dengar. Hingga 13 team ni. Kita survive. Boleh dapat placement point. At least tak last lah kan. Okay lah kan.
Betul.
Mantau chicken ni.
Mana tu chicken. Korang naik atas tu boleh chicken kan. Nampak lah. Tu slow naik atas tu. Abang kabur bawah, korang kabur atas. Kalau circle turun bawah, abang dalam circle. Kalau circle kat atas, korang dalam circle.
Aku naik Roni je. Bermatan tak ada kan?
Tak sure, aku pun berenang tadi, separuh. Pakai shotgun lah, tengok ramai pakai. Alah, tak loot lagi lah sini. Ni tengok laser, kosong tak?
Macam tak ada.
Mestinya.
Pakai
Juga sana awak ni. Ni ramai tadi slow.
Zang.
Tengok kat sini.
Go je tu.
Bagi
Tak ada
kiri.
orang.
Kasi minyak. Okay.
Go je, tak ada orang tu. Agak-agak next zone kat mana?
Oi, Zin.
Oi, abang dalam circle lagi.
Oh, abang zone
Belum kena turun lagi
tamuk.
lah. Korang try ambil tamuk lah. Tengok usah dulu lah. Paradise circle. Abang kena turun last minit ni sebab banyak orang lalu sini tadi. Jauh kita ujung dunia nak jumpa. Aduh, cross satu map. Cross circle tu. Ini kalau dapat berjumpa ni kira gempak
Jumpa Lazan. Tengok aku je.
Korang ada bawa DBS tak? Ada bawa DBS tak? Diorang main DBS sedap oh.
Bawa S12K.
Ada belakang
Kau rasa tak mau ada sih?
Tak tahulah. Gudang ni pun
Macam
nak
ada
tamak
tu.
ke gudang?
Ikut mana-mana.
Seram duk gudang ni. Tamak lah.
Tak payah masuk dulu, lepak tepi dulu.
Okay.
Lepak tepi dulu. Jangan masuk dulu tak mau tu. Bila korang masuk, takut orang lain pun
Tak
masuk
lutut.
Kalau tak lutut, ambil dulu. Kalau tak lutut, ambil dulu. Hold kawasan tu. Jaga orang
Macam
daripada
tak
kau
lutut.
Jaga
Tak
orang
lutut.
jaga orang daripada kau
Okay.
Baik.
Ada minyak tak?
Sorry. Pintu dah terbuka.
Kan betul. Dekat abang ada orang tengah berlari. Satu squad ni berlari bawah abang ni. Dia orang off ni dia orang off step patutlah.
Dah luta.
Kita stay ya.
Macam tak jauh kot. Mungkin busy tadi.
Oh, dia orang tengah gaduh kat abang ni. Mana abang nak turun ni? Budak Ivy gaduh dengan abang ni. Orang main utara tu kengam tu, tak ramai orang atas tu. Baik observer tak tunjuk. Tak tunjuk atas batu ni. Dia orang tak tahu abang atas batu ni. Lari. Okey, korang ambil sini kot, sedap.
Hijau tu kosong kan? Mana? Oh.
Biru
Biru lah, hijau tu bahaya. Ramai orang akan
Let's
rotate.
go, let's
Kalau
go.
kosong pun ramai orang akan lalu situ nanti. Ada orang kau lah.
Jom Messi. Oh, kau gerak le?
Jom. Dah.
Aduh,
Biru tu pintu
abang tak boleh
terbuka.
gerak, Bawah abang ni ada satu squad ni tak boleh gerak ni. Dia orang tengah gaduh kat bawah abang.
Makin belakang ni.
Aduh, mati aku kat sini. Belah lah woi. Tunggu apa lagi kat luar zone ni woi, korang ni. Aku nak loot bawah tu kotak tu. Aduh, makan blue zone lah ni. Sakit tak?
Oi.
Dia tembak siapa? Oh, ada orang.
Atasnya ada orang.
Marked a location.
Pakai weapon
Oh,
airdrop.
tu dah TNG selamba.
Fit pakai apa tu?
Diorang nak push nombor 1 tu.
Abang.
Jangan lawan diorang.
Kenapa? Miss Rose tak ada.
Dah rata.
Tak, tadi dekat lobby. Dah 2 game tak ada.
Adalah kat bawah.
Dia 11 kan? Tak ada pun.
Dia dah 15. 17 kot. Mana ni nak turun ni?
Yang enemy tu kat kiri kan?
Kena luar zone tu bang. Mati luar.
Belah kiri.
Tak sempat nak loot, tak sempat apa. Diorang duk gaduh kat bawah abang ni. Macam mana nak turun? Tak apa lah. Dapat top 12. Orang ni top 12.
Ramai yang fight depan kita orang.
Apa ke korang ambil kiri lah.
Hijau main hijau.
Ambil hijau, ambil
Hijau kan?
Ambil hijau.
Bawa dari sini. Kau bawa.
Kalau kau nak masuk hijau, masuk sekarang sebelum terlewat.
Okay, kau masuk sekarang.
Ramai orang kat belah kanan ni. Ramai orang belah kanan tengah gaduh. Okay, selamat tu. Masuk hijau. Okay, terus.
Oh.
Tinggal je kereta tu. Okay, dah.
Tinggal.
Dah, masuk. Bye. Duduk, stay je dalam.
Okay.
Jangan tak payah jenguk-jenguk, tak payah apa. Buat macam tak ada orang ni.
Camping.
Kita tengok view at least.
Tak ada boosting.
Tak ada. Lagi
Adakah kita mampu
12.
chicken? Eli, jangan banyak
Kau ada
gerak.
boosting Hazel?
Relax jangan
Aku
banyak
kosong.
gerak. Jangan banyak gerak. Diorang banyak gaduh belah kanan. Ni. Ada Chan ni. Ada Chan ni.
Belah situ tadi.
Diorang akan gaduh kat Paradise ni lagi ramai-ramai. Belah korang ni tak ada orang belah sini, belah kiri ni. Ada Chan ni.
Jom, lagi 20 orang lagi.
Boleh.
19. Takkan ada orang main heal juga.
Oh, main.
Tak ramai main heal ni. Ini bukannya PNP nak main heal gila-gila.
Aduh.
Dekat je Lazan.
Boleh.
Boleh,
Korang bergerak sus dulu. Tapi hantar
Sekarang
seorang.
ke? Okay.
Gerak lu. Ambil
Marked a
lu.
location.
Ada orang. Nampak budak.
Ada orang.
Marked a location.
Kat mana?
Dia tengok kita, dia nampak. Atas bukit.
Kalau ambil kanan
Watch
lagi tak boleh?
Kena ambil kanan.
Kita nak kita Hazel?
Tak pun seorang pegang pesit, seorang
Dia
pegang
tengok
pesit.
tadi.
Bagi pesit banyak kat seorang.
Nah, aku dah drop 4.
Eli main healing. Eli main healing kat belakang. Biar dia
Ih,
orang.
tak nak.
Tak nak. Okey, seorang siapa? Rexy main
Pergi
healing.
kanan batu.
Rexy main healing, lain semua pergi perang.
Dia tembak.
Nah.
Okey, go.
Dia hold gitu.
Okey, yang lain semua pergi. Start heal. Rexy.
Sekejap.
Sorry, dia hold.
Aduh, tak boleh. Dia
Ada
salah.
berapa pesit?
Ada 7.
Boleh lah tu, heal je lah.
Ni ada.
I got
Make it satu.
supplies.
Dia
Watch
kat
out.
situ.
Tak boleh buat apa lah.
Dia hold mat budak.
Dia dah pegang kawasan. Kita try ni je. Try heal je sampai lama mungkin. Dapatlah top berapa tak kisah lah kan. Dapatlah point juga.
Lagi 2.
Heal je.
Try masuk Rexy.
Sekejap.
Dah tak ada.
Tak ada dah. No, tak sempat.
Aduh, tak sampai.
Nombor apa? Nombor 4. Okey lah, nombor 4.
Nombor 4.
Okey lah, nombor 4. Okey gang, nombor 4. Let's go. Dapatlah juga nombor 4. Nombor 4 dah dapat 8 point kat situ kan. Plus 1 point. So kita tengok replay. Tengok live stream.
Does whiff at the early of his shots, but it's gonna be. I'm not sure what's happening right now. Hopefully we can get to the middle of the circle, but TNG is playing solidly for all the games they're in. Jacob Protector now finding themselves stuck outside. I'm not sure how many he has. Sammy Handsome. Last player, he has only 5 first aid kit. How? I think he's hoping for a few more first aid kits in the loot box, but that's not gonna be any.
Yeah, unfortunately for Zemi, top 5 finish for him. 3 more first aids to play with. And that's going to be pretty much it. But at least his team, he has like what, 12 elimination points, and his JK project, we've seen them gathering like 10 elimination points in round number 1, so they are definitely through. SME Assassino, they're kind of busy here inside of Paradise Resort with another team with Billy being taken down.
Oh yeah. Paradise Resort seems to be the final circle. Something not really typical, but for ADTR, he has a S12K. He's gonna get one.
Wow. Okay. So there could be a correlation between using the name Ade as. But let's see if Ade can actually pull out more. Right now, they're currently on the outside of the circle. They'll be pressured by the blue. They need to find a way in. Hazel at the same time being taken down. Lice being taken down by Cry as well. At this moment, we can see that Terminator, they're still on the outside of the circle. Will be pressured by the blue. But another team's right in front of SME Assassino. It's not done yet. They are playing the gatekeeping role against them.
Oh yeah, but somehow, somewhere, TNG Slumber has got into the circle. We saw them 300 meters outside of the circle just now. Now they're already inside the top 5. Only 13 people left to go. Team Terminator has a very good chance. They have the circle. They have the best circle right now. They are in it. And they got one more Assassino. Means that there's only 4 teams left. 12 people. But Niall is going to go down by a long shot by another team.
Okay, Raimir just beside him. Needs to find an opening for him to pick him up. With 15 more seconds on the clock. Should be enough time. The smoke will be popped up. And this could be an opening for him to come and pick up his teammates. Yes, he will go in for it as Niall will be revived by his teammate Raimir. But at the same time, you can see that there's another team coming in. It's going to be TNG Slumber, actually just beside Terminator. So they need to recover quickly.
Oh yeah, but this circle means that there's nobody actually playing the healing game. Niall, I'm not sure what happened. Maybe he got knocked down by a grenade. I didn't see it in the kill feed, or maybe he didn't actually recover. It's gonna go down. Means that this is gonna be Niall is gonna go down permanently. So it's gonna be a 3 versus 3 versus 3 maybe. 3 versus 3 versus 4. That's the most likely outcome.
Yeah, but look at the positioning for Bills. He has a prime position on top of this building with the nade being tossed out on the other side. Will it connect? No, it will not. But he has a prime position. 2 more nades in his hand. He knows exactly where the members of G and Raven are at. It's going to toss out another nade, cooking it up. He sees the smoke. Normally someone will be there, but not this time. It will not connect onto anyone. But currently the circle, it does favor the other side though, so they need to fight their way through. They need to be aware of Terminator, who's just below them.
Yeah, 17 points so far for TNG. Slumber with their third position at least for this team. But of course they're gonna go for more. They did win the first chicken dinner. Gonna get one! And this is, I think, is more or less set and done for the team. They're playing very aggressive, but they did trade off 2 people.
Oh, can he get another one? Yes, he will, Bills! Gets another one! He's super low, he's the last man standing for his team, but unfortunately could not finish up the job. And now, GN Raven still survives, but they have the last team to deal with. That's going to be Terminator! And looks like the zone will be the one that takes them out, and it's going to be Terminator securing the final chicken dinner for today.
Yeah, but with relatively low kills, only 20 points on their score for the time being. I don't know if there's going to be enough for them because a lot of the teams in top 4 are performing as well. TNG Slumber, definitely one of it. 3 games in a row in top 4 finish. It's definitely going to be one of the teams. Another one might be teams like Huhai. It's a very interesting sign out so far, but I'm curious to see what will be the final tally of scores.
Yeah, we want to know how big is the gap between maybe the top 4 and also the rest eliminations, despite them being out at number 5 or number 6, somewhere about there. But they're super consistent in terms of elimination points, despite them again not getting a chicken dinner. But if you can collect that many points through eliminations, I mean, at the end of the day, you don't really need a chicken dinner. That and top 3, top 4 finish is good enough. Consistency is the key here for JK Project.